1 o'clock, three-man fronts. Glad you're with us here on this Thursday. The Open taking place there in Southport, England. Royal Birkdale Golf Club. Jackson Suber on top of the leaderboard at 5 under par. Shot an opening round 65. So you got American on top of the leaderboard. I'm going through just to see some of the other notables who Doug Bell when he joined us there from Royal Birkdale earlier in the week that he gave us. We always talk about Sepp Straka, who lives here locally. Sepp right now is 2 under. Shot a 68 today, tied for 14th. We went SEC flavor, right, with our golfers. You had a couple of Georgia. I think we threw Justin Thomas in there. Bryson DeChambeau right now is tied for 5th. He shot a 3 under, 67. So, opening round.
I was watching some of it this morning before I came into work, and weather looked beautiful.
It did.
I mean,
actually getting sun.
It was sunny. Scheffler looked like he was playing good. Yeah. What did he finish today? If I missed it when you said it.
Oh, let's see. Scotty, he was 2 under as well. So he's right there with Sepp Straka.
Yeah, he started out really strong. Like he was at 3 under on the front 9. And then I think he ran into problems there in the early on the back 9. But
you can run into problems there quick.
Yeah.
I'm looking at who has had just a less than stellar day. Well, we can start at Padraig Harrington. He shot a smooth 80.
80?
Yeah. Justin Rose shot 5 under par, 5 over. Matteo Polsini, who's an amateur, the Argentinian that threw some shade at the English fans there because of what happened in soccer yesterday. That might have been his highlight of the tournament as well because he was 5 over. Oh, we'll keep you updated.
We talked about this at the beginning of the show. It was pretty fascinating to watch the two fan bases from Argentina and England walk out of Mercedes-Benz Stadium yesterday after England lost a heartbreaker to Argentina 2-1. So Argentina will now play Spain for the FIFA World Cup Championship coming up this weekend up in New Jersey. But if you missed it, let's cue that up if we can, Conrad. I don't care. Your choice, whichever one you want. We wanted to let you hear Mark Goldbridge, who is one of the top soccer podcasters in Great Britain. This is the way he sounded yesterday as his beloved Englishmen were losing to Argentina.
Oh, f*** off. You absolute cheat. Cheat. Books Anderson for 1 foul. This is a disgrace. Bookmark this. I tell you what, I don't ever want to see corruption in football, but this is f***ing dodgy. This is dodgy. People need to people need to f***ing do something about this. 1 foul by Elliot Anderson, you're straight in the yellow card. We've had people down the calves of Anderson. We've had people tripping up Bellingham. We've had people shoving people. We've had people refusing to talk to the referee. But 1 foul on Messi and it's a yellow card. F***ing hell. Absolute disgrace.
When he says dodgy, does that mean sketchy? Like something's up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Amok.
Yes. That was great.
I'm going to start listening to Mark. His voice reminds me of somebody from a movie, and I can't place it.
Any British actor?
Yeah.
No. No, it was one in particular. I think it was maybe it was Love Actually. But I'm thinking about that.
Bill Nye? You think he sounds like Bill Nye?
You know what? He might. Yeah.
The science guy?
No, the guy that's sings the song.
Yeah.
Yeah, does the Christmas album or whatever in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly who he sounds like.
Yeah, his name's Bill Nye.
Bill Nye.
And it's not the science guy.
No, it's him.
Yeah.
It's Bill Nye.
Not the science guy.
William Francis Nye, to be exact.
Oh, that's spelled different.
Yeah, you nerd.
Well, yeah, that was, I guess, after y'all's time. Y'all didn't have that girl.
No, we had Mr. Wizard.
Hey.
The OG.
So you like how yesterday he's trying to correct me on offensive tackle and defensive tackle. Now he's trying to correct us. Bill Nye. The science guy?
No.
Is that what we talking about? The science guy?
No, and we had Mr. Wizard.
Yeah, mine was nerdy. Mr. Wizard.
Well, Mr. Wizard, he was kind of like a Judge Wapner. You didn't want to mess around in the lab with him. He didn't care if the cameras were rolling or not. He'd tell the kid he was wrong real quick. You remember Mr. Wizard, don't you?
I do.
Yeah, he's good. Learned a lot. Volcano, how to do that.
Well, when Pat gave me his official full British title, that's what cleared it up for me. That's how I know.
Oh,
him.
his official birth name.
Sir William Nye.
Brent Chandler said it sounded like Russell Brand. A little bit of a Russell Brand sound, too.
That's true.
Yeah, a little bit.
Let's hear the other clip. This is a compilation of Mr. Armstrong and his podcast yesterday as he was watching England lose to Argentina.
I cannot f***ing believe that you score against Argentina and then you sit back for 35 f***ing minutes and you bring on defenders. You moron. Nah, I've backed this manager all f***ing tournament. That is just so... I've never seen England in a World Cup final. We'll never have a better f***ing chance. And he f***ing parks the bus. Why is Harry Kane still on the f***ing pitch? And the worst of it is, nobody liked it. No English fan has liked this for 25 minutes. We've all been going, you're not even defending well. Why are you parking the bus when you can't f***ing defend? They've hit the post, they've missed sitters. They'll score, they'll win it. That parking the bus crap works until you run into the wrong team. I thought we brought Thomas Tuchel in to take us to the next level. Correct me if I'm wrong, we got to the semi-final with Southgate. I'm f***ing fuming with this. Oh, I just don't f***ing believe this.
You deserve better, Mark.
You can tell he loves a certain word.
So,
Bug Guy said it's either Roll Tide Willie of soccer. No, he is not.
no, he seems a little better.
A little polished.
So somebody said he sounded like Russell Brand. Russell Brand lives where my dad and Brian Edwards live now.
Oh, really?
He lives in Florida?
He has caused some issues apparently.
In his new homeland of Santa Rosa Beach?
Yes. But yeah, he lives down there now.
Does he still have that case that's pending against him?
I do not know if he does, but he's been he has made himself well known in the local religious communities, and it's caused some issues apparently in Santa Rosa.
So I do see his stuff from time to time, and a lot of it is scripture based. Is that what's caused the upheaval?
Yeah, but apparently, or as my dad has told me, yeah, he's gotten very involved, which is good in some ways. He's gotten very involved in some churches and things down there, but to a point where he's kind of trying to like take them over a little bit.
Oh, okay.
And cause some, ruffle some feathers, things like that. But yeah, he lives like 2 miles from my dad in Santa Rosa.
Nice.
Very weird.
Does your dad see him a lot?
No.
Didn't know if you saw him at the local grocery store or...
At that Publix?
Yeah.
Where Emerald shops?
That's a very famous Publix. But yes, Emerald, that's his go-to Publix right there.
It's a good Publix.
Actually,
They
I
do a good
think,
job.
I don't know if we're talking about the same one. Are you talking about the one closest to Sacred Heart
Yes.
Hospital?
Yes.
Okay, yes, that's the one.
That is the one.
All right. He bought a 4-bedroom carriage house right there on the Gulf. We got people that are down there right now. I was just going to give them an address. They could go and
Go knock on the rose.
check out the compound.
Hey, I heard
They
you-
Hey,
could-
let me rewind this clip for you on this radio show in Birmingham. You sound just like this guy.
Yeah. Okay. Well, he bought him a nice house. I wonder if that's a private beach right there. You just walk by one day and you're towing your cooler behind you, and there's Russell Brand.
He strikes me as the kind of guy that would have a private beach. He'd be out there in a Speedo, just doing his thing.
100%.
Need to ask Brian next week if he's ready.
I know. I was thinking that. I need to ask. Yeah.
Seems like that would have come up on the show. Like, hey, I was in Publix the other day and
Well, you know what's going to happen.
was getting my fill still, and there was Russell Brand.
Next time I'm down with my dad, Brian's going to go, you won't believe this. I'm at my local watering hole and Russell Brand's here. And then I'll go and Brian will say, psych, it's just me. And that's how he'll trick me into going and hanging out with
That's
him.
it.
That is funny.
Justin was asking about Beekman's World.
I do remember that. Well, I I have
Were
kids.
you a father?
Yeah. So
Okay.
that was more of my kids. I think it was my oldest kid, probably remembered Beekman's World.
I did a private beach party. Okay, at the church. Is it Destiny? Destiny Church?
I don't know the name. In Santa Rosa or Destin?
Yeah, somebody who works down there.
I'm not familiar with which
okay.
beach it is. I can text my dad and ask.
It's no big deal. We're just trying to find Russell Brand's house. And Holly from the Hugh Hefner Playboy show. Is it Holly Madison? She was one of the playmates when they all lived at the compound. It was her and two others, right? But she was kind of like the head one. She's got a beautiful house that she built down in Orange Beach.
Really?
Yep. She lives there, and I think her mother lives there too.
Interesting.
It's a big old compound. Everybody getting out of California. Not everybody, but a lot of people.
I like to go to those places where there's no state income tax. Need a roof that you can count on, and you need to call Abide Roofing today, 205-577-7338, whether your roof has been damaged by one of these recent storms here in central Alabama, or your roof is showing signs of age, or you simply just want to know the peace of mind that everything's cool up on top of your roof. That's where Travis Lloyd and his outstanding local roofing team, they're ready to help you with that free look on top of your roof. There's not a sales pitch here. They just want to be able to get on your roof, give you an honest assessment if anything's going on. And if it's just a couple shingles, they can repair that for you. If it's a full roof replacement, like I had to endure a couple years ago, they made the process seamless. They're the insurance claim masters. They can help you with that, just like they're currently helping Conrad. He had a tree fall on his roof just a couple weeks ago, and Travis Lloyd and Abide Roofing, they are helping him deal with his insurance company and take care of the damage. Get started today. Go to their website for more information, abideroof.com. That's ABIDE roof.com. Or give Travis a call at 205-577-7338. From your first phone call to the final inspection, Abide Roofing is going to put you first every single time. I'm walking proof of that. So is Conrad. So trust us when we tell you you should trust your largest investment, your home and your roof, to Abide Roofing. 205-577-7338.
Coming up next, we will find some closure in a past story that we've had. Plus, we'll put eyes on a fresh one. The worst thing that I've seen. We'll do it next on Three Man Front.
It is 1:17 here on Jocks. Don't forget, SEC Football Media Days begins Monday morning at 8 a.m. The commissioner of the Southeastern Conference, Greg Sankey, he'll be speaking with the media. Pretty interesting. I was reading this a little bit earlier, and I know this is going to shock everybody in our listening audience, but one day before the office of the Texas Attorney General, that being Ken Paxton, released a letter threatening legal action against the Big 12 Conference if it moved to sanction Texas Tech over quarterback Brendan Sorsby's eligibility saga. Texas Tech's Board of Regents chair and billionaire booster Cody Campbell donated $274,300 in support of Paxton's U.S. Senate campaign. That's just shocking to think that Cody Campbell would donate $274,300 to Ken Paxton's U.S. Senate campaign a day before the Texas Attorney General threatened the Big 12 Conference that they would sue them if they came after Texas Tech.
Glad we never brought that up here on the show when it was actually happening. Nothing looked fishy there.
According to campaign finance records filed to the Federal Election Committee, Campbell made the donation on June the 10th to Paxton Victory, a joint fundraising committee for Paxton's ongoing run for Senate as the Texas Republican nominee. On June 11th, Paxton's Attorney General's office sent a formal letter to the Big 12 Conference on behalf of Texas Tech University stating any penalties imposed by the Big 12 regarding Sorsby would be considered unlawful and met with legal action. Under Texas state law, the Attorney General represents Texas Tech University in court and legal proceedings, and the university's general counsel interacts with the Attorney General's office. Campbell declined comment to The Athletic on the matter. The Texas Attorney General office and Paxton's Senate campaign did not immediately respond to requests for comment. What a bad look. Not that it would shock everyone wants to yell and scream about, okay, let's go judge shopping. Let's do this. Let's do that. But meanwhile, you got a billionaire giving $274,000 to a guy that's running for the Senate.
To get an attorney general to threaten a conference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Shocking.
Yes, it is. Some other things that are shocking that you will hear on the show from time to time. We see good, we see bad. Conrad has seen something bad, the worst thing that Conrad has seen.
This is the worst thing I've seen.
Been in quarantine and I need to get out and party. Woo! What's better than beach and a few drinks and Jeeps? Man, it can't get better than that. Law enforcement's definitely made their visitability and made people chill out and not be as crazy.
The cops are doing their job as long as they don't be mean to people who are actually being innocent. Then I'm all gravy, baby.
Okay, what do you think we should start with? The news story or the update on a previous tale?
You got to do the follow-up.
All right. You sure you don't want to do this one?
No.
Okay.
I'm good. I think you did the first one, so you did the follow-up.
I think I did the first one too. All right, well, this is a follow-up to one of the more bizarre stories that we've had on this segment, at least in the last few months. So everyone remembers this, right? There was a Florida man who was accused of having a sexual encounter with a vacuum cleaner in Disney World.
Yes.
We shared that one on the worst thing I've seen previously. Well, there's an update on the story, according to Fox News. I'm just going to read you the story right here. A Florida man who was caught having a sexual encounter with a vacuum cleaner is getting off with probation after taking a plea deal for his indecent exposure arrest. 51-year-old Kevin Westerhold pled no contest to a reduced misdemeanor indecent exposure charge after police said he performed a sexual act with a vacuum cleaner outside of a home in a gated resort community near Disney World. Witnesses provided photos and videos of him to investigators of him, quote, pleasuring himself with a vacuum in broad daylight, end quote, according to the police report. Westerhold has been sentenced to 12 months of probation, a fine of $271, and he has been ordered to undergo a psychosexual evaluation.
Yeah, I'd say so. He could have always... What do you claim there? Kidney stone is the best way I figured to get it out of there.
Yeah, I don't.
It's,
Yeah, I don't know.
it's disturbing and awful.
It is.
There's no way that thing gets reduced, though, to a misdemeanor if he does that inside the park.
Surely not, because they're yeah.
I'm surprised he got.
This has to put you on a list somewhere.
Yes, all of them.
Yeah. But yeah, shocking that you can do that and walk away with 12 months probation and a little fine and a quiz about your kinks. I guess
That doesn't even show up if he goes in, this 51-year-old, to get a job. They're not going to know that he got caught with a vacuum cleaner.
I would think not, but
unless they listen to this show. What's his name again?
David Westerholt.
Yeah, David.
See, but now if you Google
Kevin
his name,
Westerholt.
you're gonna all right. We really like this candidate. He seems like this dude's a rock star. Let's just do a quick Google search. Well, hang on a second. Let's let me read into this one a little bit more now. That's Yep. So there's your update on a previous story.
But don't you think he'd be ideal for selling vacuums?
Yeah. We've got a spot for you at Dyson. All right, moving on from that very bizarre update to a previous story, which we always like to provide updates when we can. This one, however, is not funny. This one is very sad and a very scary situation that some of you may have heard about in the San Francisco Bay Area. So over the weekend, or excuse me, this
heard the story, did not
this week.
Know why they were out there.
Yeah, I did not either. So because these are new details. So a lot of you may have heard earlier on Tuesday, there was a cabin cruiser, a boat, with 20 people on board that sank outside of Alcatraz Island there in the San Francisco Bay. Sadly, it was reported that one person did pass away along with a dog that was on board, and there are still 3 people that remain missing after the boat sank on Tuesday. But now we have details, as Landon was saying. I hadn't seen this part of it either, but it is now being reported that the passengers, many of them were family members who were from outside of San Francisco. They had come to the Bay Area and chartered the boat to hold a memorial service for a loved one. And from what I understand, they were going to scatter their loved one's ashes in the bay, which, that's a request a lot of people have after they pass away. So that's very sad details there added onto the story. So yeah, one person is dead. The 3 people they're still looking for that have not been accounted for. Hopefully they're able to find them in the, hopefully in the coming hours, if not days. But we had the good news, I guess, is that emergency crews and some fellow citizens actually managed to pull 16 of the passengers from the water, bringing them to shore. And 3 of them were taken to a hospital, but they're all in stable condition. So all of the people that were recovered are doing just fine. They're just still looking for the 3 people that remain missing, and sadly, the one person and the dog that did pass away. Let's see. The one victim who did pass away was alive when they rescued him from the water, but then later succumbed to his injuries. The dog passed away in the wreckage there. So
sad.
Very, very sad story after this happened around 3:30 p.m. on Tuesday there in the San Francisco Bay.
I was just looking what the water temperature would be this time of year in San
cold.
Francisco Bay, and it said anywhere between 58 and 60 degrees. And so 58, that can send you into shock.
Yeah, and that's one of the things with that, along with, I believe there's sharks regularly in those waters, and that's always been the thing with people that tried to escape from Alcatraz is you could escape from the jail, but you're never going to make it to shore because the waters.
Well, and just the currents are
it's
crazy.
You have no chance of survival. So that's certainly not good news in terms of the 3 people that remain missing, but you hope for the best, and we'll give you an update when we have one for you there. But yeah, very sad story coming out of San Francisco.
It certainly is. From that, we go to 5 questions provided by Pat. We'll do Pat Ponders on the way next, right here on 3 Man Front. Not a whole lot of buzz coming out of ACC Media Days. One bit of news, Bill O'Brien, the head coach at Boston College, announcing today that Kalen Chudzinski, one of the country's most promising tight ends, he caught 24 passes, 333 yards, and 4 touchdowns as a freshman, was going to be one of the few talked about bright spots or up-and-comers. They've replaced a lot of the roster, but he's out with an Achilles for the entire 2026 season. So in addition to some of the offseason hauls that Bill O'Brien made, he is not going to have a promising young tight end talent available for him. And that's not good news there for the Eagles. What is good news is we got a great company right here, locally owned and operated, set to take care of you, and it's Noto Roofing. You're going to deal directly with the owners, Sammy and Matt Noto. I've known these guys growing up here in Metro Birmingham my entire life. They're guys that you can trust. Chris is their field superintendent. He will walk the house. He'll walk the roof. He's going to be very honest and open about what he finds. He's not going to try to sell you something you don't need. They replaced the roof at our house. They can do the same for you. All inspections free to Jocks listeners. All you have to do is call 205-848-2299. Noto Roofing, N-O-T-O roofing.com. Always tell Sammy that Landrum from Jocks sent you. Pat comes up with questions. We try to answer them. This is Pat Ponders.
I want to know what you're thinking. Tell me what's on your mind.
It's time for Pat Ponders.
All right, question number 1. Yesterday, an NCAA subcommittee reportedly approved the use of ABS for college baseball. It was first used in Hoover back in May. There were 105 pitches challenged at the SEC tournament. 59 of the challenges were successful, or 56%. But it got me thinking, what's one sport that should never, under any circumstance, rely on technology to make calls?
I think it's golf because it's a gentleman's game, and you should have honor and be honest about it. Remember when they went back to the Tiger Woods at Augusta National and we kept going to the replays, and this was a few years ago, and I forget what the incident was, but I think golf is one that we should probably never have to institute replay.
It's a really good answer. It's necessary in football. I think it's necessary in basketball with the clock and. Ooh, I'm trying to think of another like.
Golf is a really.
Golf is probably the best answer. I guess so. Are we including? I'm trying to think of like tennis, but I mean, you have the video reviews of if it hits the line or not instead of just making it like a split judgment call.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if there's a sport that I'm missing that would be better. I guess because I'm still getting used to it because we've only watched it for a couple of weeks. But I guess with soccer, right, with how loose a lot of the rules are, and in terms of, well, was he out, or well, he wasn't out, or he was out, but the ball wasn't out. The way that game's played, I feel like you can just leave it as is. So maybe
except for the offside. The offside, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Because
get rid of the offsides.
It saved us a couple of times, but it hurt us.
Hurt us a couple of times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, golf is the best answer. It's tough.
I would say golf, but I want to say baseball. Even though it's already here, but I want to say baseball.
Yeah, I don't think we're going back from baseball now.
But I wish.
Speaking of baseball, question number 2. It's the only sport in which the managers wear a uniform. If you managed a Major League Baseball team, would you go full uniform top, cage jacket, or a dry fit short sleeve?
I go uniform, full uniform.
Yeah, classy.
Full uni, absolutely.
So you wouldn't do like Aaron Boone?
No.
Which is like my manager. He never wears a regular jersey.
No, Aaron Boone's normally in the cage jacket. Yeah, there's just something in.
If you're gonna wear
you're
the
part
pants,
of the team. Yeah,
wear the top.
You're part of the team. I would want to wear the jersey. It's cool. You get to feel like you're one of the players.
I would wear it. I'd go full uni. You know I would.
Oh yeah, I'm going high socks
uni,
too.
But I would have the jacket with me because I get cold.
I'm not going high socks. I'm going pajama socks, pulled down with a nice pair of.
Yeah.
I used to rock the high socks.
Be like the turf shoe. Not going spikes. I'm older.
Yeah, I'm going turf shoes.
I'm older. Occasionally I'll cross my leg. I don't want to spike myself.
No, I'm going turf shoes for sure, yeah. But yeah, full uniform.
Full get up, everything.
Cup, Everything.
Cup? You're
Oh,
going
maybe
cup.
not that.
Well, you need to protect yourself.
I'm not wearing a cup.
Hey, if I'm gonna ask my guys to wear it,
I really don't think you have to ask them to wear it. I think
Random-
that's just
Conrad just wants the check.
do
Yeah.
you think that most major leaguers do that?
wear one.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I would think so too, but you never know.
You just want to participate in the cup check.
Well, I just know growing up, there were always, you always had those teammates like, I'm not gonna do it. Good luck.
No, growing up, I did.
Oh, I was a catcher.
I was too.
I was absolutely doing that. I was not playing that game.
All right. Speaking of growing up, when you were growing up, which sport or activity did you have the most natural talent in? The sport that more people complimented you on when you played it?
Probably basketball. I could really shoot it as a kid.
Baseball.
For me, it was swimming. I was a really good swimmer when I was a kid. My parents were shocked when I wanted to give up swimming for dance. They were like, "Are you sure?" Because I was an awful dancer. Because I just did it like recreational. I did it for fun, but swimming.
You should have.
Like, I was a competitive
you
swimmer.
You should have done the water thing.
Oh yeah,
Oh, synchronized swimming?
yeah that. I was a really good swimmer.
See,
There's still time, Molly. You're young.
And see, my like best one was butterfly.
Los Angeles, 28.
Hey, sign me up.
2 years.
But it was like, it always shocked people because most people, butterfly was their worst, but butterfly was my best stroke. And so I always did really well at that one.
What
Very
about you,
nice.
Pat?
It's your massive wingspan.
Yes. Clearly.
Like you, it was baseball. I pitched and I played short.
Best athlete on the field, pitcher and shortstop. Looky there.
That was my positions.
Or a really bad park league. No, I'm kidding. I know you're good.
That's today's Pat Ponders here on Three Man Front. If you've noticed cracks in your walls, uneven floors, or moisture building up in your crawl space, don't wait until that small problem becomes a major expense. You need to contact the foundation and moisture protection experts at Deep South Construction Pros. Deep South is a family-owned company with Alabama roots specializing in foundation repair, waterproofing, crawl space encapsulation, and moisture control. So whether it's wood rot, mold, settling foundations, or water intrusion, their experienced crews fix the problem at the source and protect your home for the long haul. For foundation repair and moisture protection you can trust, get started today at DeepSouthConstructionPros.com. Deep South Construction Pros, your home, their commitment.
A few more texts on the text line to get to. Appreciate your participation. Somebody asking, what was the name of the English soccer podcaster, Mark
Goldbridge.
Goldbridge, that's right. Not Goldsmith. Goldbridge.
Mark Goldbridge, to whoever asked that. We appreciate you listening. Somebody saying yes. Sounds like the Florida man. He got let off easy. Yes, he did. Pizza Larry says, disagree about golf. There should be a full video replay on all four-man scrambles. These scores are ridiculous. Okay, Pizza Larry, I'll give you that. I was going professional tour, but yes, four-man scramble, a lot of pencil whipping out there. Chase says, Pat Ponder's question, why is it a touchdown when the ball breaks the plane, but why is it out of bounds when the receiver's foot touches out of bounds and not the ball?
Huh. That is some good pondering.
Being reminded that Bobby Cox wore spikes in addition to that full uniform, donning the number 6. Colin says, regarding athletic cups, typically everyone but outfielders and pitchers wear cups in Major League Baseball.
See, that's what I was thinking. Like, if you're a right fielder, are you just kind of taking your chances? Like, what are the odds?
Somebody saying on the time change, just let the states decide for themselves on time changes.
That would be rather confusing. I mean, it is confusing. I think there's some counties in Indiana that don't. I think Arizona as well. Certain counties that they do not observe daylight savings time, and that can become problematic.
Darren from Tennessee listening on the app says, really enjoy the show. As always, work is always better listening to Three Man Front. Darren, we appreciate it.
Don't forget, tomorrow on the show at 11 a.m., we will have Brett Ciancia, Pick Six previews He has been the most accurate preseason magazine for the last 10 years. He'll be on the show at 11 tomorrow, along with our normal Friday guests.
God is great.